Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be given an in-depth talk and a tip on how to use this thing, correctly. So as you know, this screwdriver, if you've ever used one or even not used one, just seen one, it looks kind of like, what kind of screwdriver is that, like, you know. So this is a Cline offset screwdriver. Now there are many screwdrivers like it, okay. That sounds like a scene from Full Metal Jacket, doesn't it?
Pray! This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
But, anyway. So, there are many like this. There's, Milwaukee, I think, makes one. Greenlee makes one. All the cheap brands make one. Stanley makes one. But, honestly, all the ones that I've ever used, this one is truly the best. Now, it's very, like, if you got somebody who doesn't like noises and gets easily annoyed by stuff, this thing's perfect. Watch this, guys. I'm sure you can hear that. Well, if you go around the corner somewhere and they don't know you have this and you start doing that, they're going to be like, what is that noise? Believe me, I've done it. It's great. But anyway, or your wife, if you know she gets on your nerves, just sit there and she'll wonder what the heck that noise is forever. Okay, anyway, back to the, got off topic. So, I want to show you, I use this pretty regularly. There's a few things I want to show you in the screwdriver, which I freaking think is just totally awesome. Now, I didn't find this out by my own. I found this out from a very good electrician that I used to work with, and sometimes we still work together. Potsy, you showed me this little trick, and I'm going to tell you straight up, thank you. We're going to pretend this is a makeshift wall. Sorry about the motorcycle being insane. It is what it is. But we're going to pretend this is a wall. It's all painted and everything. And if you've noticed this wall, this is in a couple of my little videos, which I'm going to start getting back into more electrical stuff. Been kind of busy doing other stuff, so. But we're going to pretend this is all painted, and you want to cut every receptacle in this wall, okay? Now, say you don't know where the studs are, right? Well, this little gadget can easily help you figure out where the studs are. Let me show you how. So, what you want to do first, now, how do you find a stud in the wall, right? So if you go to a wall and you're not really sure where the studs are, there's several ways to figure it out. So there's the old knock test, right? You just take your hand, you see the hollow sound? More solid? That's an easy way, obviously. So the other way you can do it is you can take a magnet. Now I don't know about taking a magnet like off your refrigerator, because you want something that's semi-strong. Now this has got these rare earth magnets in it. And what you'll do is you'll just take it where you think your stud is, so you'll tap or whatever, you know. And you can just run it down until you figure out where the screw is. You see right there? See right there, it won't stay on there. But right there you'll figure out that there's a screw there, okay? That's another way. Another way is, you know, you can just get one of those stud finders. Electronic sends a signal through the wall and tells you where the stud is. I don't like those. Now they do work, believe me. But this right here, truthfully, is all you're going to need. The only way this thing does not come in handy is if you're knocking, knock, and yet you don't hear that sound, and you go to push it in, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. I'll explain in a minute. And then you hit it right in the middle of the stud. Well, then you're kind of screwed. But if you can kind of know where the void is, you can figure it out. All right. So the way that I use this, and the way I was taught to use this, to find studs in the wall, is super easy. So what I like to do is, when I go to a house to figure out either it's mine or somebody else's, I will do the knock test. I'll listen. Okay. You can really tell the difference, especially if you just listen. All right. So let's say I knock, and I want to go close to stud, but I don't want to get too close, all right? So what I will do is I'll knock until I hear it, and I'll push the screwdriver, and I'll just wiggle it back and forth, and then I'll push it in, all right? Now, you know that this thing is offset, right? So I'm going to try to get a side view here. All right, so you see how it goes in, right? Well, what I like to do here is you just push it in, and you kind of just work it. Now, you don't have to push very hard. You see, I'm just using 2 fingers, so it's not like I'm really pushing and, you know, creating a lot of big hole in the wall. So I'm just kind of just pushing, and it'll go. You just keep pushing. All right, now you're in, okay? Now, I'm going to turn around here, and I'm going to show you what the backside looks like. So you see the screwdriver's in there. So what you want to do is you want to spin your screwdriver, okay, until you hit the stud. Okay, so you see how I'm doing that? I've got it, and I'll show you here on the other side just a second. I just wanted to come here real quick and show you what it looked like from the back side. So this is what's going to look like inside your wall. Now you see how close I am to the stud, right? Okay, so what I like to do is I like to hit it like that so I know where it is, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to the other side now. Now just remember what this looks like. If you need to rewind it real quick and see, this is how I'm going to keep my blade and my screwdriver, okay? Straight up and down, okay? So it's going to angle. This will make sure I know where the stud is, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to explain to you when I come to the other side exactly how I'm talking about. Okay, so now, you saw how it was straight up and down like this, okay? So it was sitting in that, when you were looking at it, it was sitting straight up like that, alright? So what you need to always do when you put this in here, okay? You need to, you know that the offset is just like that, right? So you're going to look, when you put it in there, you want to make sure you know that this is straight up and down, okay? You don't want to leave it like that and then try to, I'll explain here in a second. But you just want to make sure it's straight up and down. And watch what I'm going to do, guys. Okay, so you have your hole, you just push it right back in. Okay, so you know that your offset is straight up and down, correct? And all you got to do is tap it. Okay? Let me zoom in. So you want to tap, right? Alright, now what you do is wherever you tap at, like this, okay, you'll want to hold your offset right there and pull it straight out, okay? So, see how my hand's going? It's aiming the way where it stopped on the stud. And what you'll do is you'll take that and you'll push it right there. So you know now, that was your angle, right? That this was your angle. So you can take your pencil, because you know your angle is right here, right? And you can put a mark right there. You don't even have to do that if you wanted us to remember. So you know that if you were to draw a line, an imaginary line all the way down through here, your stud is sitting right here. So you know your stud is right here, right? So put it back in, and what you'll want to do at that point is you'll hit the stud again and you'll spin it all the way around. That way you know that when you spin it all the way around like this, that no matter where you go to the edge of the screwdriver, okay, you are free to put a box anywhere in this circle, okay? So watch. So you'll do it, and you'll spin it, and you'll spin it, and you'll stop. Now, same thing goes, same principle, okay? You know where it is, you'll pull it straight out, okay? You'll just put it straight down where it was, just like so. So you know now, you connect these two dots, and you know that's where your stud is. And you know that all of this area right here, this whole circle, because you spun your screwdriver all the way around, it's completely free, okay? Pretty cut and dry, right? Now, there are certain instances, okay, if you have an older home, especially if you have an older home, okay, there are times when there are fire blocking in between your studs, okay? That, or even there could be like somebody took a window out and you have your jack studs or whatever they're called. I'm not sure, I'm not a carpenter, but you know, for the windowsill in the bottom, and they just put a piece of sheetrock over it. So this thing comes in extremely handy for that. Now, if that was to be the case and you couldn't put it right there, you have a hole there, all you have to do is take a little spackling, sand it up, paint it, you're done, right? Now you don't want to do that obviously, but, and I'm going to knock right here on wood so you see. I have never been let down by this screwdriver, ever, okay? Every time I stuck it in the wall, I've been free sailing. So guys, there you have it. Pretty cut and dry, right? The offset screwdriver. This is an invaluable tool. It does save your wrist, and so many different things. I mean, you've got your annoying tool, you've got your real tool, and you got your how to find a stud tool. Okay, guys? If you like what you see here, like and subscribe. Hit that bell button, guys. If you have any questions about any tools, I am an electrician, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. God bless, and we will see you on the next one. Have a great day, guys.